Catherine, and explain to us what you just said.
Okay, so for about 15, 16 years, I feel like my body is just revving the whole time, like I've got my foot on the accelerator and I haven't engaged the clutch, I'm going nowhere and I'm just revving the whole time. And that manifests itself in like muscle spasms, it could be digestive problems, it could be my shoulder, my neck, but the whole time I feel like I don't ever kind of just relax down.
Okay.
And that I'd probably just fall into a big melting mess if I stopped being so tense.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. Right. So this should be good for everybody. This one. Let's work out what happens. Okay. So again, just recognising that healing isn't of me. I'm literally the instrument. So I just ask for healing for Catherine. And the first thing he's saying is the breath. Okay, so well, everybody can do this, whether you're with me here in the audience, whether you're watching this at home. What we're going to do first of all is just bring our awareness into the nose. Alright, bring your awareness into the nose. Close your eyes. Bring your awareness into the nose. And notice the air coming in and the air going out. And so your mind will try and wander. It'll try and get you going into the past. It'll try and get you into going into the future. And all you need to do is just notice the air coming into the nose and the air going out. Okay. And this is step one. Okay, and what we're doing here is, instead of the air that we breathe in coming straight in to the brain and the mind, so the brain is the physical phenomenon, the mind is, if you like, the activity of the brain. Perhaps I used slightly wrong language there, but it's okay, they'll let me get away with it for now. So the brain is the physical organ. What we think of as mind is more than brain function, apparently. If we bring consciousness into the nose, then it stops the mind racing. So when we are not aware, when we just breathe, the air comes in and the mind's all over the show. It's like a wild horse. But when we bring our awareness into the nose, bring consciousness into the nose and hold it there, the oxygen will still reach the brain, it still comes into the lungs and gets transported to the brain, but the mind isn't going to be as wayward. So that's the first step. Then we need to bring our awareness into our feet. Notice the connection that our feet are making with the earth. And notice how your toes feel. And imagine your toes almost as fingers. And your toes may feel like they're curled a little bit. Just relax as though you're going to, through the sole of your feet, you're going to feel the earth. And so just allow the toes to relax. And it's sufficient just to tell the toes to relax. Toes relax. Toes relax. Feet relax. Feet feel the earth. Or the carpet, as we have in this case. Carpet. But then through the carpet, the floorboards, down through the first floor, down to the earth. Now, as you do that, you should find your feet starting to tingle nicely. You're activating your feet chakra by feeling your connection with the earth. You're earthing yourself, just like with electricity, we have an earthing wire. That's what you're doing now, you're consciously earthing yourself. Apparently that's what you're lacking more than anything, is being earthed. So I'm just going to get one of my team to bring me over one of the pyramids. Pyramids are designed to protect a whole household from EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies, but I also know they really are really good at earthing energy. And if you can just give that to Catherine to hold. Wonderful. Just feel that, Catherine. Okay, so we've got it's a bit like tapping your head and rubbing your belly. You've got your awareness in your nose, don't lose that. Keep noticing the breath. Plus you've got your feet now activated. Your feet, toes are relaxed. You're feeling the earth. Now what we're going to imagine is that there is a grounding cord going from the base of our spine down to the centre of the earth. We're going to imagine a grounding cord at each big toe, each heel, the left and right side of our feet, and they're going deep into the earth to ground. Another way we can get this grounding effect is to walk barefoot on the earth, particularly on grass, sand, earth. Or if we're in a physical room, we can imagine ourselves what it's like to feel the warm sand between our toes. As we do that, we're sending our energy down to our feet. Right, so what have we done so far? We've focused on the breath, and then we focused on grounding. Now the next thing is body chemistry. Okay, so a quick Biology 101 about body chemistry. Okay, now I'm sure just about everybody will have heard of the fight or flight mechanism. I'm just going to explain what that is. When our environment feels threatening, and when we sense there's danger in any way, shape or form, a fight or flight mechanism gets triggered in all animals, including humans. And with us humans, adrenaline gets released from the adrenal glands on the back of the kidneys. Makes our heart beat faster, it makes digestion shut off, it can make the bowels or the bladder evacuate in extreme situations. It's designed so that we can fight off an attacker or take flight. Fight or flight mechanism, all animals have it. The only trouble is it was designed for us back in caveman days, when there were saber-toothed tigers. They'd chase us, we'd run away, climb a tree, get out of harm's way, and then we'd and as we breathe deeply, oh, I'm glad that's all over. Try this. I'm glad that's all over. What a relief. I'm so glad that's all over. And as we breathe deeply, we release noradrenaline, which is the antidote for adrenaline. It's chemistry. Chemistry in our bodies. And so as we breathe out, noradrenaline gets released. Now, this is a useful bit of information to know, particularly if you have asthma or you know somebody who has asthma. And it surprises me how many doctors don't tell people this. Your lungs are like a pair of bellows. If you want to breathe deeply, don't go to try and get breath in. That doesn't work. Breathe out. And your lungs will automatically refill. Your lungs are like bellows. Anybody struggling for breath, get them to breathe out. The lungs will automatically refill, and with that deep breathing, noradrenaline gets released. Now, a little bit more to this fight or flight mechanism. Within us is an aspect called fear, and it's fear's job to be fearful. Fear's job is to scope the environment, looking for threats or potential threats, and when one is identified, alert the protector. Within us all, we have an aspect called the protector. It's protector's job to protect the self, or protect others, or protect property. Fear cannot protect the self. All fear can do is alert the protector. Protector then needs to step in, protecting the self, protecting others, or protecting property. But sometimes what happens in our organisms is fear is fearful, is fearful, is fearful. We can still feel that racing heart. We don't know why it's happening. All that's happening is fear is not handing over to protector. It's protector's job to step in and protect the self. It's protector's job to protect others. It's protector's job to protect property. Now, this is the thing. We wouldn't want to lose fear, because wherever we are, spiritual beings that are infinite and eternal, attached to a physical form that can be maimed, killed, destroyed. Fear is a really useful mechanism to have. That adrenaline helps us feel stronger temporarily. We can pull the car off the baby. We can run away. So we don't want to lose fear. We just need fear to alert protector, and protector to step in, protecting the self, protecting others, or protecting property. Now sometimes when protector's in charge, protector will then delegate the task to controller. We all have an aspect within us called controller. Controller wants to control everything all of the time. Why? It wants to keep the self safe. Cool. Now just notice how you're feeling. How are you feeling compared to how you normally feel?
I feel like it's faded, my revving.
Yeah.
I actually also feel really cold all of a sudden.
Ah, interesting.
Like shivery.
Shivery cold. Okay. Cool. Right, one last thing we're going to do, and it's this, and this is a gift for everybody. Okay, everybody close your eyes. And I want you to bring your awareness, please, just into the core of your being. So basically, on a line with your physical heart, but more central, into your heart center, but extending beyond your heart center if you feel the need, okay? So you're taking your awareness into almost like your spine, but at the position of your heart center, okay? And really let yourself feel the essence of who you are. And the essence of who you are, that is your gift to the world. And the more you can keep your awareness in that place, the more that energy is going to ripple out, firstly through your body, transforming your body, but then it's going to ripple out through into the space around you, and it's going to start affecting other people. See, our power to affect people, it's not about what we say, it's not about what we do, it's about how we feel. And just to reinforce that idea, I want you to think about the most profound moments of your life. It wasn't about what somebody said, it wasn't about what they did, it was about how they made you feel. And for Catherine, the energy is beauty. So I'm suggesting now to Catherine that she allows herself to feel from that space beauty. And all of you try this. Be beautiful. Let beauty flow out through you. Beauty. Really let yourself feel that inner beauty. And it will affect the outer physical as well. Beauty is an amazing energy. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Beauty's beautiful. Just let yourself feel that. Beautiful work, guys. Beautiful. Imagine what a beautiful planet we would have if everybody could connect with who they are at this deepest level and brings that through into the world. Now, how are you feeling?
Obviously, I could just say, oh yeah, I feel, you know, because you can't measure it, can you?
You can't measure it.
You can't, nobody can see it, but I feel kind of floppy.
You feel floppy?
Yeah.
Floppy's good.
Like it's fading.
Yeah.
Not like it's disappeared.
No.
But like it's just like, oh, maybe
Yeah.
we don't need to do this.
That's right.
In that
And that's
angst way.
that is exactly, angst was a good word for it, yeah. Because what happens within you is part of you's been used to being one way for a while,
Yeah.
and it's not ready to give it all up yet. It's going to just try what that's like. Oh, does that feel better? Oh, it does. Oh, I can do a bit more of that. And you will find that your body will just like self-regulate to the right level, somewhere between angst and floppy.
Yeah, because it feels like it's become a habit.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I know, so that's what I carry on doing.
Yeah.
But I'm
it's
quite happy to
not
unlearn
healthy.
it.
Yeah,
and
no, just do
unlearn it.
beauty instead. Do
Yes.
beauty.
Yes.
Beauty's a good one to do.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.